In Afghanistan, with hundreds of people going in and out of Camp Bastion each day, the job of keeping it safe is both crucial and varied. And the base became the focus of the world's attention in September this year when it was attacked by insurgents. Tonight, in the first of two special reports, Cath Brazier joined the RAF Police inside the wire, who make up part of the Bastion Force Protection Wing.
When insurgents breached the perimeter fence of Camp Bastion on September the 15th, they headed straight for the heart of the base, the airfield. The attack was well planned, and its complexity suggested that a thorough reconnaissance operation was carried out in preparation. The RAF Police worked day in, day out to prevent information being leaked from inside the base and track down any individuals suspected of giving assistance to the enemy. The ops team carry out random but regular searches of compounds around Camp Bastion.
We're looking for mainly prohibited items. They come in the form of mobile phones, SIM cards, hard drives for the personal electronic devices, also drugs, any weapons, a knife or a pistol of something or parts thereof, but also the more modified stuff that you'd expect to find in a prison, something like shanks, so like the modified items that are used for their own personal protection or to cause harm to another individual.
Op Malarkey, the name given to the compound searches, is multinational. Working alongside the British are the US Marine Corps, American AMK-9 search dogs, Danish military police and a number of Bahrainian forces who are specifically employed to search mosques to cater for cultural sensitivities. The shock and awe tactic is supposed to act as a deterrent, and on this occasion it worked, with nothing suspicious found on these premises. As has happened though, one small find like a fake ID can lead to the discovery of a whole network of criminal activity. Good security is the first line of defence, which is why everyone and everything is checked thoroughly before they're granted entry to Camp Bastion by air or by ground. All of this behind me forms part of the MEP, the main entry point to Camp Bastion, the security of which is run by a mixture of nationalities, including the British RAF Police. Anything from 250 to over 500 people come through these gates every day, and with them over 200 vehicles. Even for local nationals who work on the camp every day, the process for getting in is fourfold. Sergeant Gary Williams talked us through a couple of the stages.
Over there we have a pen where they'll stay until they get called forward or the gate opens. Once the gate opens, you'll see over there by the cones where we do the initial search of the locals. Then they'll walk through, and at the point where you're stood now is where our pedestrian gate searcher will do the initial ID check and a check of any of their baggage. This is the final search area for the local nationals. Anybody coming on the pedestrian side, they're not allowed mobile phones on the camp. They will hand them in and they'll get a receipt for them. Stop.
While all this caters for the pedestrians, specialists like Dino and his handler Jace from the Theatre Military Working Dogs are called upon to check the vehicles. Both at the MEP and at the Flightline, a body scanner is used on all non-military personnel. Their bags are given the once-over and their identification verified. All this information is then shared on a central database.
We work quite closely in figuring out who and what the movement is in Bastion. Also with the ops team, they're far more mobile and agile than we are. They're again getting intelligence off the ground that they share with us. And when needed, we'll come together, we all work as a team. If there needs to be an arrest on the ground, they can draw on our resources and vice versa.
The perimeter fence that surrounds Bastion covers 40 kilometres, and sangers have always been manned 24/7. But force protection measures were adapted following the events of September the 15th. In its aftermath, the Bastion Force Protection Wing warned against complacency and reaffirmed their commitment to ensuring the camp's security for now and the foreseeable future. Cath Brazier, Forces News, Camp Bastion.